Tried to fire him skinny and he driving. But no, Miss Cindy, thank you that you're here. We hope you enjoy your time here with the city. If you would, we'll call the meeting to order. We'll be trying to order. There with gather us in. Just thank us on the table.
All right, good job.
And, our next thing on item 2, we'll call on board 10 to do the invocation. Councilman Pyle will do this.
All right, thank you, Mayor Ezel. Everybody knows I like to do things a little different every now and then. And I've sat in this chambers now for probably over 3 years. And I've seen a lot of folks come in as a guest speaker, pastor, and say a prayer, and different council members. But one thing I don't think we've seen in this chamber is just all of us praying together. So I'd just like to lead us, and I put a copy of the Lord's Prayer just in case anybody needed it. As Mayor Knight pointed out before the meeting, he and I both went to Catholic school. We're in pretty good shape there, and we played football. So every Friday night we were saying this prayer. So if everybody would please just join in, and everybody in the gallery jump in right with us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
All right. Thank you, Miss Cindy, for leading us in the pledge of allegiance right over here.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Got a couple questions before we go any further. Did you have a good time up here last Monday? What was the best part of it? Best part, fire department, Parks and Rec, or my office?
HR.
Man!
Yes.
Chief, you got a good problem.
Again.
All right.
Too many
We appreciate you coming
toys.
and doing your day with us. We really do appreciate you coming from Crawford, coming up here and having your day there today.
Mhm.
Okay? All right.
Yes.
We'll let you go back to your family there. Thank you so very much. Chief, you and Bolo got to quit bribing the kids. Thank y'all so much. All righty. I will call on the clerk to call the roll. Please, ma'am.
Councilmember Francis,
Here.
Councilmember Smiley, Councilmember Marsh,
Here.
Councilmember Crabtree,
Here.
Councilmember Craig,
Here.
Councilmember Martin,
Here.
Councilmember Wilcox,
Here.
Councilmember Meek,
Here.
Councilmember Lumberger,
Here.
Councilmember Keel,
Here.
Councilmember Bell,
Here.
Councilmember Handy. We do have a quorum.
All righty. Item 5, I will say Miss Sydney was a lot of fun to have in the city. All the department heads had a lot of fun to say about her. And we all enjoy her having young people in the municipal building here. So if you do want to reach out and have a little fun, sign up for the mayor for the day with the schools and so on, and we'll try to see if we can make it happen for you. But we do like to say thank you to Miss Sydney Ezel and her family for taking out the time to come up. Thank you. Item 6, we will move into public comments. Anybody in the audience would like to come up and speak, please come up and speak now. All righty, seeing you sure nobody there wants to speak? Okay, Daryl, sit down. All righty. All right, moving into mayor's comments. I'll keep it short. I'd like to say thank you to the rec department and WHOP for the Whopper of the Egg Hunt that we had. Toby and his crew done a great job. We all had a lot of fun out there. We'll have to give our hats off to that. We had a few council members out there. We all had fun with our grandkids, and man, we had too much candy to eat. All right, tiebreaker is going to have 20 to 30 teams at out there this week going on, next week, excuse me, not this week. Baseball tournament going on. Hope everybody comes out and does that. I'd also like to thank Natasha Francis, Councilman Francis, and Mike Perry for 4th Street, and Dave. They've done a wonderful job for Reverend Timberlake renaming. We appreciate that. And if anyone can come out for Thursday at 1 o'clock at East 21st Street, the renaming of Bill Flynn Boulevard. We will be glad to have everybody right there at the corner of the Boulevard and 21st Street. If it is raining, we're going to slip inside to the front lobby at Flynn's and do it right there. Dave and Mike said they had it already rigged up, ready to go for a little sign in case it does rain. All righty. I'll move into item 8 of officers and committee and guest speakers. I'm going to Pyle Lane and Singletree on Tom Britton. Come on down for us, bud. He's been pretty busy here lately.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mayor. Council members. As I report to you almost on a monthly basis, we're in the process of ensuring that all properties within the city of Hopkinsville have a zoning designation. We've been working on that for the last 10 months or so. We've got several more months to go, but tonight I'm bringing you reports on 2 recommendations from the commission. The first is for property located at the corner of Canton, Pike, and Pyle Lane. This commercial establishment. If you recall, back a few months ago, the council zoned the property across Pyle, which is the bank as well as Food Line B2. The recommendation of the Planning Commission is to zone this property B2, which is the general business district. The commission found this was consistent with the existing use, consistent with the comp plan. At the public hearing, we received no negative comments. We also had no negative department head comments on this. So the recommendation was unanimous by the commission. Mr. Mayor, if any council members have any questions, be happy to answer them.
All right. Do y'all have any questions for Mr. Britton? He's done a lot of work for us here. We kept him pretty busy on this rezoning and stuff, and he's doing a great job. If everybody can, if you got any questions, let's ask him now or give him a phone call up there at his office. Any questions? All righty. Seeing none, Steve.
I'd just like to make a motion. We forward this to the clerk.
Second.
All right.
Second.
It's got a second by Don. All right. Any discussion? All righty. All those in favor by stating aye.
Aye.
Any opposed likewise? All righty. Singletree subdivision.
Yes, sir. The second recommendation of the commission affects quite a number of properties, a total of 49 properties. This is a Singletree subdivision off of Canton Pike. This rezoning or original zoning action also includes the adjacent lot between Singletree and the Little River, about 11-acre tract as well included in this. The recommendation of the commission is to zone this property R2. This is consistent with how this property was developed starting back in the early 90s. The R2 zoning is a single-family zoning district which aligns with the existing uses. The recommendation of the commission was unanimous. We had no negative comments at the public hearing and no unfavorable comments from department heads. If any of the council members have any questions, Mr. Mayor, be happy to answer them.
All righty. Any questions for Tom on the rezoning of Singletree? All righty. Need a motion, Steve?
I'll make a motion, forward this to the clerk, turn it to an order.
Second.
All right. We got Miss Amy Craig seconded. Any discussion? We'll ask that one more time. All righty. Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed likewise? All righty, we're moving right along. Thank you, Mr. Tom. Appreciate all you do for us. I move to item 9, approval of minutes for the March 19th, 2024 regular meeting.
So be it.
All righty, I got Travis and I've got Miss Natasha on that. Any discussion? Seeing none of that, we'll move into all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All righty. Item 10, municipal order 07-2024, basic property maintenance code. We get the clerk there, Miss Brittany.
Pursuant to 33.1920, adopted by ordinance 28, 2006, Hopkinsville City Council hereby establishes a special rehabilitation fund created from funds collected for property maintenance code, ordinance 25, 2006 violations. This fund will be used to assist those individuals who are not financially capable of resolving and/or correcting violations for which they have been charged. Hopkinsville City Council also authorizes the Finance Department to develop necessary application forms for single-family homeowners with code violations to apply for assistance. Applications will be approved by the Chief Financial Officer designee. Assistance to approved applicants will be subject to availability of funds within the special rehabilitation account.
All right. Need a motion and a second?
So moved.
I've got Steve Keel and I've got Councilman Meeks. All righty. Any discussion on this? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All righty. That one passes. Municipal Order 08-2024, Municipal Hopkinsville Christian County Ambulance Board UDAG loan is up. Ms. Brittany.
Hopkinsville City Council hereby approves the attached memorandum of understanding and promissory note between the City of Hopkinsville, Kentucky and the Hopkinsville Christian County Ambulance Service Board approving a UDAG loan up to $500,000.
Motion.
Got
Second.
Travis? Here? Steve? Okay. Big up here and he's a little over here. All righty. All right. Any discussion on this that you'd like to talk about?
Not any discussion, Mayor, but I do think it would be good for the public to hear what the purpose of this is, so they have an understanding like most of us do.
Okay. All righty. On this, we're on this UDAG loan for the ambulance board. We are helping the ambulance board out there in the middle of transferring on billing companies, and they had a cyber attack. And we have some other issues on billing, and we're in the middle of changing billing companies, and we need to help them out and figure out how we're going. And then once we get the money back on track, they'll pay us back within I think a year and a half, something like that. I have to look at the exact on that. I don't have it in front of me, but we will have that done on that from that federal money.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions? All righty. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, we'll move right on that. That one passes. Item 12, Resolution 1-2024 Flood Control Local Matching Participation Grant.
Adoption of a resolution for the City of Hopkinsville authorizing the filing of a Kentucky Local Match Participation Program Project Proposal Grant Application for up to $218,230.56 in local match participation program funds with the Department for Local Government, authorizing and directing the mayor of the City of Hopkinsville to execute any documents which are deemed necessary by DLG to carry out this project, and authorizing the mayor to act as the authorized correspondent for this project. Whereas the City of Hopkinsville desires to promote and carry out flood control planning and mitigation activities on behalf of the residents for the city by supporting the listed projects. Project 1, $39,085.55. Project 2, $36,773.43. Project 3, $18,457.53. Project 4, $51,416.30. Project 5, $41,261.97. Project 6, $31,235.78. Whereas it is recognized that LMPP money is available to the city for the purposes stated herein pursuant to KRS 147A.029, impose certain obligations and responsibilities upon the city and will require, among other things, 1, approval of a satisfactory application transmitted to DLG for approval, and 2, other obligations of the city in connection with receiving the LMPP grant of money for the purposes stated herein. Now therefore be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Hopkinsville, Kentucky as follows: that a project proposal grant application on behalf of the city for LMPP monies up to $218,230.56 for the above listed project shall be submitted to DLG. The city shall provide such additional information to furnish such documentation as may be required, and the city mayor shall act as the authorized correspondent for this project.
Righty. Need a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Travis, Miss Amy? Thank you. All righty. Any discussion about this? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed? All righty. Executive Order 06-2024 Small Business Commission.
Effective immediately, Landon Stallings shall be appointed to the Hopkinsville Small Business Commission to fill the unexpired term of Charlie Pyle. This term shall expire June 30th, 2027. And we do need a motion and a second.
Motion.
Second.
Got Travis and I got Don. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All righty. Now, down to item 13, council comments. Any comments?
I have one, Mayor.
We'll start with Steve.
Let her go
All
ahead.
right, well, let Natasha, let's,
Thank you, Mayor. I have an announcement from Councilman Handy. Councilman Handy called me this afternoon and asked me to inform his constituents and the members of city council that he was unable to attend tonight's meeting due to being on a future business leader of American school trip in Louisville, Kentucky. And he sends his regards.
Right. Thank you, ma'am. All righty, Steve.
I just want to let everybody know, got a little fun event planned over in Ward 10 on Saturday at the dog park. Hopkinsville Police Department is going to be out doing a cookout with the cops at the dog park starting Chief Newby at 11 o'clock. Is that what I saw? And neat thing about this one, they're doing the K9 demonstration. And if you've never been to one of those K9 demonstrations, show up and watch. It's pretty cool. We're going to try to get Daryl to show up and wear the suit and let the dog go after him. See what you can do. But no, I just want to invite everybody out on Saturday. And I've been told it's Bolo. I don't know that he can outrun Bolo. So, but anyway, that's all I have is just inviting everybody to the dog park on Saturday. Should be a good time. I've been to a couple of those demonstrations. It's amazing what those dogs can do, and give everybody a chance to interact.
All right. Well, yes, ma'am.
Was there a time?
11 a.m.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Well, we hope everybody does come out. We like for them to be seen with the police department and enjoy it. The canines are a lot of fun. Even the ones that ride around the back of the car is fun if you on the right side of it. But we appreciate that, Councilman Keel. Any other comments from council? Chuck?
I would like to just put a shout out to the League of Women Voters. They went to a lot of trouble to put together, the debates that we've been having and still going on. They've done a really good job, and I appreciate what they do. And so just give them a heads up.
Well, if you hadn't turned in, they have it on Facebook Live. The League of Women Voters do. You can watch them. They've been very interesting, had a lot of good questions. Chuck and them were on the other night. Amy was on, Jamie and them were on the other night. It's a lot of it out there, so please tune in and look at it. It's very give you a whole lot of information about your council members and what they do. And that, and they do a lot of hard work. All righty. I move into number 14.
Just one more thing.
Yes, sir,
I was trying to be conscientious there and have good manners. I just wanted to give a shout out to the folks that are in Ward 3 with the Hopkinsville Soapbox Derby people.
Yes.
They have an event coming up on May the 3rd and 4th. This is kind of open to anybody. If you'd like more information, it's hopkinsville.soapboxderby.org. And they're up on Sanderson Drive. They have a building there that you can come and do as much or as little as you want. You can make a car if you'd like to, whatever. This is a really fun event. It's aimed at young people in Hopkinsville, and it's very, very addicting. So I
it's a
just
lot of
encourage
fun.
all of you to come and do it. Anyway, I just wanted to give them a shout out. Really proud of them. Yeah.
Don, I believe we can get you in one of them cars you don't watch.
They've already done it. As a matter of fact, Steve called me up and said, I'm not going to let you get away with this. We're going to actually have a challenge. So we're going to actually
There we go.
get them to get us in a race down a hill.
As long as you promise it's not some souped up car you built.
Well, I have a weight advantage already. So
I don't know about that.
We need video.
Yeah, we're going to have video.
Yeah.
All righty. Now, any more councilman comments before I move along to item 14? All right, seeing none, Mr. Keel, it's up to you.
All right, for the adjournment tonight, I actually got a couple things. First thing's a quote I saw. It's by Martin Luther King Jr. The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Thought that was a pretty good quote. And here's one I've done in here before, and I'm just going to do it again because it's one of the things that I look at every day when I leave my bedroom. This is on my bedroom wall. And I look at it every morning. It's this, the man in the arena, Theodore Roosevelt. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes short again and again, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who never knew victory or defeat. With that, I make a motion to adjourn.
A motion to adjourn, seconded by Travis. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. We are adjourned.